This is a story about Naomi the Israelite and Ruth the Moabite. It happened at a time when there was a great famine in Israel, so severe that a farmer from Bethlehem called Elemelich and his wife Naomi decided to leave Bethlehem and move to the country of Moab, where there was lots of food and water.
I thought you wanted God's will for your family, Naomi. I do, but if my boys die of hunger, will that be God's will? Ah, now, Naomi, just put your trust in God. Naomi, trust God. I am trusting God. I'm going to Moab for food for my family. But God has cursed the land of Moab. I don't want to become a Moabite. I just want food for my family. Anyway, we all die sometime.
Well, this is Elemelich, his wife Naomi, and their boys Mahlon and Chilion. And they are Israelites going to Moab, no matter what God's law says. They settled down in Moab, and it was not long till Mahlon had sought out a beautiful Moabite girl called Ruth and married her. Then Chilion married Orpah, another Moabite beauty. Then tragedy struck. First Elemelich died, and then Mahlon, and finally Chilion died. Naomi was very upset, for she was left without her husband or her 2 boys, and she was alone in a strange country with only 2 Moabite girls to comfort her.
I heard today that there is food in Israel. The famine has passed. It will soon be the barley harvest over there in Bethlehem.
When Naomi heard Israel had food once more, she decided to move back to Bethlehem. Ruth and Orpah knew they would have to go with her, for that was the right thing to do.
I want to thank you both for the love and care you showed to my husband and my boys. No one could have done more for you than you did for me. Thank you. Now, you're still young and beautiful. If you return to your homes, I'm sure you'll find new husbands, and you will have families of your own. So go back to your own people and your own country.
Oh, Naomi, you've been so kind to me. But I think you are right. If I go home, I may have another chance at marriage. And so I will go back. Goodbye, Naomi. May your God bless you. Oh, Naomi, do not ask me to leave you. Please don't ask me to even stop following you. Wherever you go, I will go. Your people will be my people.
Well, that is lovely, Ruth. I am pleased. My God shall be your God. I like that, Ruth. So let us go now, home to Bethlehem. Oh, look, it's the barley harvest. Ah, Naomi! Welcome home, Naomi. Please don't call me sweetness. Call me bitterness. I went out full, and I come back empty. Naomi, you are a part of our family. We cannot call you Mara. You will always be Naomi to us. God has brought you home again. Praise his name. Thank you. This is my daughter-in-law, Ruth. She was married to Mahlon.
Who is that new girl? I haven't seen her before. That's Ruth, Naomi's daughter-in-law. She stood by Naomi when her husband died. I see she is a hard worker. Tell the men to look after her, and tell them to throw down handfuls of grain for her. Very good, Master. We will look after her. Ruth?
Yes, Master. They told me it would be all right for me to work here.
That is very good. Now, every day, come and work here. Oh, and do not go and work in any other field. Oh, yes. Go and help yourself to the water and the food.
Naomi, I have had a wonderful day. I met the man called Boaz, and he told me not to go to any other field. And I think he told the workers to leave grain for me to pick up. Look how much I got.
Good. Very good, my dear. Now, here is something you need to know. Boaz is a relative of ours, and he is very wealthy. This is what you need to do. Dress yourself in your best clothes. Tonight, when the workers have finished for the day and they have all gone to sleep, you will go to the threshing floor and lie down at the feet of Boaz. When he wakes up and finds out who you are, he will tell you what you must do. Now, go get ready.
Who are you?
I am Ruth, Naomi's daughter-in-law. She told me to come and tell you that I too am a close relative of yours. She said that you would tell me what I need to do.
But why are you here?
Make me your wife according to God's law, for you are my close relative.
Ah, I see. You want to give Naomi an heir by marrying me. Well, there is a relative who is closer to you than I am. I will talk to him.
Just be patient, my dear. Boaz won't rest until he settles it today.
You know Naomi, who came back from Moab. She is selling Elimelech's property, and since you are a closer relative than me, you may go ahead and buy it. You have first preference, and I am next.
All right, I'll buy it.
Well, if you buy it, the law says that you must marry Ruth the Moabite, widow of her son Mahlon.
Then I can't do it, because her son would become heir to my property. So you go ahead and buy it.
You have all seen today that I have bought all of Elimelech's, Mahlon's, and Chilion's property, and I have purchased Ruth the Moabitess to be my wife. So Boaz and Ruth were married, and the Lord gave her a son.
Bless the Lord who has given you a little grandson. May he be famous in Israel.
Naomi took care of the baby, and they named him Obed. When he grew up, he became the father of Jesse, whose son was David, the greatest king of Israel. And that's how Ruth and her son Obed became relatives of Jesus, who was also born in Bethlehem.
Ruth, do you remember what you said? Your God will be my God.
Yes, I remember, Naomi. Your God is God.